Good morning. The person who is signed on as the Galaxy 23 Ultra, can you please tell me your name and who you're here for?
Rhonda Harris and guest cards, Denver.
Okay. I'm sorry, who are you here for again?
Guest cards, Denver.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Okay, so I've just renamed you. Let me know if that's incorrect. And then, are you expecting to show any exhibits today, or do you need to show any exhibits?
I do not. I'm just really here to find out what are next steps. As to we're not operational right now, but we don't want to be penalized. Um,
All right, perfect. And we'll follow up with you on that during the hearing. I just need to know if you
okay.
had any exhibits for now. Thank you.
I do not.
Perfect. Thanks.
Participants, hold on. You put me in as Merjani Harris, is that correct?
Yes, sorry, I was at the wrong name.
That's not my name, but that's my partner's name.
No, sorry, let me include the correct name there. What was it again?
Rhonda, Rhonda.
H-O-N-D-A. And last name?
Harris.
Okay, perfect. Okay, sorry about that.
No worries.
Miss Harris?
Yes.
Hi. I was just looking at your permit, and you did state that you're not operating at this moment right now.
Right, we
Um,
haven't been for a little bit.
yeah, and because you do have a common carrier permit, I can email you over the suspension application so that you can go on and put in a suspension application for the time being, since you're not operating right now, so you don't risk the chance of your permit going revoked, and then you'll have to start the whole process of the common carrier application again.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Um, I will get that emailed over to you after the hearing. And if you have any questions, you could just email me back, or I can get you in contact with either Vanessa or Gary.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
And your name?
My name is Marquita Riley.
Marquita. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
hmm
Hello, the person who just signed on as Busy Bee, can you just let me know your name and who you're here for? Hi, sir. The person who just signed on as Busy Bee, can you tell me your name and who you're appearing for? You are muted.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, my name is Matthew Geist, and I'm here for Busy Bee Towing.
And Mr. Geist, do you expect to be presenting any exhibits today?
I do not.
Okay, thank you. The person who just signed on as Advantage's iPad, please let me know your name and who you're appearing for.
Good afternoon. Harriet, are you good?
I'm ready.
Wonderful. I would like to call to order proceeding number 25C-0170-INS. I am Kelly Rosenberg, the administrative law judge assigned to this proceeding. This is the commission's standing show cause insurance hearing set by notices and complaints to individual respondents. At this time, I would like to take appearances starting with staff.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Aileen Chong with the Colorado Department of Law, appearing on behalf of PUC staff. With me is staff witness Marquita Riley.
Thank you. And it looks like we have two, although for a period of time it looked like there were three potential respondents who may wish. Mr. Geist, you're the first one that on my screen. Do you plan on testifying today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before we proceed, so ordinarily parties need to have attorneys representing them in these types of proceedings, but that isn't always the case. So I will ask you a few questions to ensure that you could represent the company here that you're here on behalf of today.
Okay.
And what company are you here on behalf of today?
Busy Bee Towing.
And are you an owner of the company?
Yes, ma'am.
How many owners does the company have?
Just myself.
And so I assume that, yes, you have authority to speak on behalf of the company then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so when it comes time, how these usually proceed is we have the staff present and then the respondents have the opportunity to present. So when it is your time, I will call you up and then I'll swear you in and you can provide testimony, which will just be a narrative of whatever it is you wish to tell me.
Okay.
Thank you. And so for now, you're welcome to just observe. And then we had Rhonda Harris. Do you wish to testify today? You are muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. So this is new to me. I guess yes. If I need to, I don't know how to respond, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Sometimes respondents, I just need to ask you a few preliminary questions, and then sometimes at the end they choose to testify still. Sometimes, depending on what you've heard, you may say, no, I don't need to testify. I see that there are two people, both you and then another Murjani. Murjani, sorry.
Yes.
Does one of you wish to speak on behalf of the company?
Yes.
And then is that you, Miss Murjani Harris?
I mean, I can up until a point. I was in another meeting. So this, we just received it in the mail. And so I'm here. We've never done this before. But yes, I will up until a certain point.
Okay. So I just want to clarify, though, let's just have one of you testify on behalf of the company. And will that be you then?
Sure.
Okay. And then are you I don't know if you were here when I was talking to Mr. Geist that ordinarily companies need to have attorneys represent them in these proceedings, but there are exceptions to that. So I need to ask a couple of questions to make sure you qualify for an exception.
Okay.
Are you an owner? What company are you here on behalf of today?
Yes, Cards Denver.
And are you an owner of that company?
Yes, Rhonda and I are both owners of that.
Okay. Are the two of you the only owners?
We are.
Okay. And you have authority to speak on behalf of the company?
We do.
Great. Okay, well then at this time you could go ahead and you can mute again. What we do is we have staff present their case, and then at that time, if you choose to testify, I'll swear you in, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so at this time, I'd like to inform or remind all participants that it is the commission's practice to record and webcast legal proceedings, including this one. And we have a court reporter recording every word stated. If I do mispronounce someone's name, please, I mean, no disrespect, just correct me, and I will do my best to get it right from then on out. And at this time, let's have staff present, and you may call your first and I believe only witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. Staff calls staff witness Marquita Riley to the stand.
Hello, Ms. Riley. Would you please raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Chong, your witness.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Can you please state and spell your name for the record?
Marquita Riley, Marquita Riley.
Who is your current employer?
The Public Utilities Commission.
What is your job title?
I'm the program assistant for the transportation unit.
What is your role in this proceeding?
I review the commission records and coordinate with staff for these proceedings against motor carriers that do not have current effective levels of financial responsibility on file with the commission.
Do the statutes and commission's rules require motor carriers to file evidence of financial responsibility with the commission?
Yes.
Can you tell us which statutes or rules require motor carriers to have evidence of financial responsibility?
Per Rule 6008, require that motor carriers file and maintain evidence of financial responsibility with the commission.
What needs to be provided to the commission to show financial responsibility?
Per Rule 6008, motor carriers must electronically file certain forms. An example would be Form E as evidence of financial responsibility.
How long does this evidence of financial responsibility remain in effect?
Again, per Rule 6008 requires that each insurance company give the commission a 30-day advance written notice when insurance is not being renewed or if it's being canceled.
What is the next step when the PUC receives a notification of cancellation or non-renewal?
I will then use the commission's operates database to compile a list of the motor carriers that the commission received written notice of cancellation.
Were the exhibits for today's hearing provided to the respondents?
Yes, they were.
Can we please pull up what's been previously marked as hearing exhibit number 1? Ms. Riley, can you please describe this document?
Yes, this is the initial progress. Oh, sorry. This is the initial hearing cycle listing that contains the names of the motor carriers that the commission received notice that their financial responsibility was going to expire.
Could the phone number ending in 353 please mute yourself? Thank you. And Ms. Riley, who prepared this list?
I did.
How was it prepared?
I used the commission's operates database for this list.
When did staff prepare this list?
On May the 12th, 2025.
Can you describe where that date appears on Exhibit 1?
Yes, it's on the bottom right corner.
Does the commission create a hearing cycle listing like the one we see in Exhibit 1 as part of the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain documents like Exhibit 1 as part of its business records in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, staff would move to admit what's been previously marked as hearing Exhibit 1.
It's admitted.
Thank you. Ms. Riley, based on this list, what action did the commission take?
The commission then sent a letter to each respondent.
Okay. I want to turn your attention to what's been marked as hearing Exhibit number 2. What are these documents?
These are copies of the letters sent to the respondents on today's updated list.
What does the information in the letters tell the respondents?
The letter explains that all operations under its authority are suspended as of the date the insurance coverage expires, unless proof of proper insurance is filed with the commission. It also provides notice of today's hearing and advises the respondents that if proper evidence of financial responsibility is not submitted to the commission, then its authority may be permanently revoked.
When did the commission send these letters?
On May 12th, 2025.
Is it the practice of the commission to create letters like these in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain letters like Exhibit 2 as part of its records in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Staff moves to admit Exhibit 2 into evidence.
Admitted.
Does the commission require motor carriers to establish and maintain a designated agent?
Yes. Per Rule 6006 requires that each motor carrier establish and maintain a designated agent.
Were these notice letters sent to the addresses of the designated agents on file with the commission?
Yes.
How did the commission serve these letters?
Through first-class postal mail.
Let's turn to what's been previously marked as hearing exhibit number 3, please. Can you please describe this document?
Yes, this is the attachment that was sent with each notice letter in Exhibit 2.
And what information does this attachment contain?
It contains information on how to participate and the instructions on how to participate in today's video conference hearing.
When was this attachment sent to the respondents?
On May 12th, 2025.
Is it the commission's standard practice to include this attachment with the notification letters to the respondents when it holds an electronic hearing?
Yes.
Did the commission create this attachment in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain attachments like Exhibit 3 in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Staff moves to admit hearing exhibit number 3 into evidence.
Admitted.
Thank you. Next, I want to talk to you about what's been previously marked as hearing exhibit number 4. Can you please describe this document?
Yes, this is the certificate of service for the notice letters and the attachment sent to each respondent.
Did the commission create this certificate in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain certificates like this in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Staff moves to admit exhibit number 4 into evidence.
I just have one question, Ms. Riley. I'm sorry if I missed it. What was the date of this document?
The date that this was created?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry, May 12th, 2025.
Yeah, of course. Admitted.
Thank you. The language on the certificate states whose name and addresses appear below, and below that it states see hearing cycle listing. Are these statements referring to the original hearing cycle listing in exhibit number 1?
Yes.
And can we please return to hearing exhibit number 2, which is the notice letter? This letter informs the respondent about what happens if they can provide evidence of insurance or surety coverage before the hearing. If the commission receives evidence of insurance or surety coverage, what happens?
Then we will not proceed against that carrier and dismiss them from the hearing cycle listing.
Did staff create an updated hearing cycle listing for today's hearing?
Yes.
Let's look at what has been previously marked as hearing exhibit number 5. Can you please describe this document?
Yes, this is the updated hearing cycle listing for today's date. It contains the names of the respondents that the commission still have not received any updated information from the financial responsibility.
Did staff create this list the same way as you described for hearing exhibit number 1?
Yes,
Who created this document?
I did.
When was it created?
On May 23rd, 2025.
Did the commission create this hearing cycle listing in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Is it the practice of the commission to maintain the updated hearing cycle listing in Exhibit 5 as part of its records in the regular course of its business activities?
Yes.
Staff moves for the admission of Exhibit 5 into evidence.
Admitted.
Did staff send a letter to all motor carriers listed in Hearing Exhibit 5?
Yes.
Do the addresses listed in Hearing Exhibit 5 match the carriers' addresses in Hearing Exhibit 2?
Yes.
When is the last time you checked to see if there was any change in the status of the carriers in Exhibit 5?
This morning, May 28th, 2025.
And are you aware of any pending applications, either for suspension or abandonment, affecting any common and contract carriers listed in Hearing Exhibit 5?
No, we don't have any pending applications at this time for this proceeding.
Does staff recommend dismissing any carriers listed in Hearing Exhibit 5?
Yes, I do have a couple. I have Tony's Moving Service, LLC, PUC number HHG 00418. Insurance was updated for that company. Central Student Transportation, LLC, DBA CST, PUC. This company has two PUC numbers. The first one is CAB-00085 and CSB 00245. A cancellation form was submitted for that company. Black Rhino LLC, PUC number T-05167. Insurance was updated for that company. And Advantage Denver Transportation LLC, PUC number LL-01479. Insurance was updated for that company as well.
Thank you. Are you aware of any letters returned to the commission?
Yes, I do have two letters returned. Safari Express Limo, no other address was on file to remail out that letter, and the same for Travel Paradise Vacations.
Thank you. When does a decision made after this hearing become a final commission decision?
The recommended decision will become a final commission order decision 20 days after the administrative law judge issues the recommended decision if no exceptions are filed.
What happens if a carrier provides proper proof of insurance before the decision becomes a final order of the commission?
Then the recommended decision will not be enforced against that respondent.
What is staff's recommendation today?
Staff recommends that the certificate of permit numbers listed on Hearing Exhibit number 5 be revoked for lack of financial responsibility as required by law, except for Tony Moving Service, CST, Black Rhino LLC, and Advantage Denver Transportation LLC.
Thank you, Ms. Riley. I have nothing further for this witness, and staff rests.
Thank you. And Ms. Riley, I don't have any questions for you, so thank you for your time today.
Mhm.
And after we started, and actually before the hearing as well, I believe, we had, there's an individual with the 303 number, and who are you here on behalf of today?
I'm sorry, are you
asking
speaking?
me?
Yes, I think you might be from Advantage Denver, based on an iPad that
Yes.
had been up there.
Yes,
Is it,
the iPad was having an issue. It would keep kicking me off of that, so I decided to get on the phone.
and is this, are you Mr. Aroglu?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and I imagine you were here today. It sounds like you took care of your insurance. I'm not sure if you heard the preceding Ms. Riley's testimony, but if you're here on Advantage Denver Transportation LLC, is that the company you're here on behalf of?
Yes.
Okay, and did you hear Ms. Riley testify that your company did successfully provide the insurance?
Yes.
Okay, did you care to testify at this point? You're no longer. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah. No, it was supposed to be sent in yesterday, and I just wanted to make sure that it was sent in, and I wasn't in a position of not showing up.
Correct. Yes. No. And so it looks, based on Ms. Riley's testimony, you will be removed from, in the order, the written order I issue. There is a carve out for people who are still on this Exhibit 5, but are no longer a part of this action. And so yours will be in that list of carve outs.
Great. Then I could leave the meeting. I'm fine.
Yes, you're fine. Thank you for your time.
Great. No problem. Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Okay, so now let's move on to the respondents. Mr. Geist, based on what you have heard, and you're welcome to still testify. Do you still wish to testify?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you mind raising your right hand? And do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
All right, now at this time, you could go ahead and provide us a narrative. There's a possibility you may be subject to some cross-examination questions for Ms. Chong. I might have a couple of questions for you, but you're welcome to just provide a narrative of whatever it is you wish to speak about.
Yes, ma'am. My insurance expired. That's why the PUC got notified. In the middle of getting that reinstated right now. They're putting the policy back together. It should be done, I'm hoping this week, if not by the latest, the middle of next week.
Okay, and at that time, this order, so how the next stage, just so you understand the timeline, is I'll issue a written decision. It takes about a week for that decision to come out. After that time, you will have 20 days from that date before the decision becomes final. And if you're able to successfully upload the insurance in that time, there is a provision in the written decision that will say that order will not apply to you. So as long as you get it taken care of in the next 25, 30 days, you should be good.
Oh, absolutely. Not a problem.
Okay. Okay, great. Do you have anything else you wish to discuss?
I do not.
Okay, thank you for your time. All right, so now Ms. Harris, and
Hi,
restate. Hi, yes. What Mirjani? Is that correct?
Mirjani.
Mirjani. Okay, great.
Yes.
Do you mind raising your right hand? And actually, do you still wish to testify based on what you
I
just
do.
heard? Okay. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
Great. Okay. And you're welcome to proceed. I think you just heard me talking to Mr. Geist, but there might be some questions for you after you provide your narrative. But at this time, go ahead and just tell us whatever it is you wish to say.
Yeah, no, we haven't operated on Denver streets in probably just under 11 months. So we decided to revamp the organization. So we we stopped the insurance because we were just paying on vehicles that are not on the
I
road.
apologize, Ms. Harris. Mr. Geist. Mr. Geist.
I was worried.
Mr. Geist, you're not muted. Oh, there you are. Now you're muted. Okay. Ms. Harris.
Yes. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead. Please continue.
Okay. No, I was saying that we haven't operated on the streets of Denver in just under 11 months. And we were paying insurance on vehicles that we just don't operate as we're going through a restructure and looking at the organization overall. So that's why we decided to stop the insurance, because we're just paying for vehicles to sit. I wasn't aware there was a process for suspending the service or not being able to keep the coverage on it. It just didn't make any business sense to continue to pay for insurance on vehicles that we're not using at the moment.
Ms. Riley, do you have any input? Oh, I see you were just raising your hand. Ms. Riley has something for you here.
Yes, I was just going to suggest, because they do have a shuttle business, they operate a CPCN. I can email over a suspension application. And you can go on and suspend your permit for the time being, since you're not operating and you don't want to take the risk of getting revoked and having to start that application, from scratch. You can go on and suspend that application while you're in process of restructuring. You'll just have to put that into our e-filing system, but I'll email you that form and the instructions on how to do that. And then if you have any questions, you could just email me back directly.
I appreciate that. We didn't get the form until a few days after, probably past the 15th. And then we didn't have any documents to submit. Probably should just give you guys a call, but I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Great. Thank you. Did you have anything further, Ms. Harris?
I do not.
Okay, great. Well, I would like to thank everybody for your time today, and I will take this matter under advisement and issue a written decision. And at this time, I will adjourn the proceeding. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me.